Okay guys, as I was editing the video, they actually changed him, they shadow nerfed him, they didn't even like announce it. But he cannot buff anymore, cannot buff the same units multiple times by himself. The little guys can. I think they're going to nerf this as well. I think the little guy is going to be able to nerf one more time. So let me show you what I mean, guys. So let's say I have one cell, and I place another one, she's at 1.1, no matter what. It used to stack up, you guys are going to see it in the video. And yeah, that's pretty much everything they changed. My video should still be fine. But yeah, I think the little guy is gonna get fixed as well. He shouldn't be able to stack. And that's it. You should just watch the video and everything else is the same. Yo guys, in this video I'm going to explain how Cell works in Anime Expeditions. The first thing I'm going to say, a lot of people are like, why does he do no damage when I place him down? He deals 0 damage, he does nothing, he's useless. But that's because if you read his passives, Cap is 50% base damage of the strongest unit in his range, also buffs him. Buffs the strongest unit in his range. So let's say I have a Gauter here. Gauter is the best unit he can copy right now. I'm not sure about Gohan, I haven't tested Gohan, I don't have him, but Gauter should be best. So if you look, he copied. And you might wonder, why does he have so much damage? I'm going to explain in a second. First, how does the copy work? As you can see, this buff does nothing for the copy. This stat does nothing. The equipments would do nothing for the copy. He simply copies the base damage of Gauter. The trait wouldn't matter either. The Ascension wouldn't matter, so keep that in mind. Actually, the Ascension might. I might be wrong, I'm not sure, I haven't tested. Let me just test that real quick. Okay, I'm going to test his Ascension, just to make sure. So I'm going to do Ascension 3. I'm going to place one down. Let's see if he copies that one. Okay, if I place in the range of an Ascension. I'm trying hard. Okay, 11.048. Okay, it's getting buffed from this one, my bad. Okay, so the Ascension doesn't even matter. That's my bad. I should have tested this beforehand, but Ascension does not matter either. But his own Ascension matters. That's I'm 100% sure that matters. I've tested that one. Okay, now I'm going to get into his passives. So whenever he gets 50 takedowns, what a takedown means, he does not need to kill the enemy. He does not need to finish it off. He just needs to do damage to it. So after 50 takedowns, it's going to spawn a boss with 10,000 HP, which is kind of easy. Once you beat that boss, he goes into the next form. Now for the next form, he gets an ability. I'm going to actually make him go in that form right now, show you guys. Yeah, let me spawn 10, okay, 1 HP. I'm going to spam to make sure. Okay, he's in the next form. I hope I do not overkill and go into the last form. Okay, now he's into this form. His copy thing does not change at all into the next form, but he gets his ability. So basically he spawns another guy, a smaller guy that takes 35% of his own damage, copies the SP in the range, and also increase the strongest unit in the range by 10% as well. So let me do this real quick. So you can see she's what, 1.2. Now what is crazy, if you place all 3 of them and you have this little guy for all 3 of them, you buff a unit by 1.6, which is a lot to think about, like your strongest unit. It's gonna be kinda crazy. Not only that, he's strong by himself. He does he copies 50% and then he adds his own stuff. That's what I was gonna talk about. So after he copies the base damage, he applies his own buff. As you can see, I gave him a 20% Z stat. Then the relics, the equipments, and his own equipment as well adds damage. Now for the best build, I'm not sure if this is the best build, because there is this new warrior pole which does up to 20% increased damage while transformed. I'm pretty sure up to 20%. After I test this more, I'm going to leave a comment with what his best build is. Right now, the best build without testing that is this, having Shinigami Sword and 3 swords. Okay, so this little guy, he just copies the damage and everything and buffs. He has no passives by himself. Technically, the 10% buff is a passive. That doesn't matter right now. Okay. So for the next upgrade, you have to get 50 kills, again, takedowns. And then he will spawn another boss with 20,000 HP. I'm going to show you the next. Something I recommend, when you're grinding him, you're going to see you can reset him. You might not want to spawn this guy, because this guy might take the takedowns. If the enemies are low HP, he might like kill them instantly if the enemies are very low HP, like in an infinite. Now I'm going to try and get it. Okay, so now to go on the next form, I'm going to get more kills. Come on, bro. This little guy keeps stealing them. It's kind of annoying. I mean, if they're high HP, it wouldn't matter because he just needs takes down. Doesn't need to take. Okay, I got him. He needs to kill this boss. I'm going to talk about the BioGel as well in a second. Okay, now he's in his final form. As you can see, it's a line AoE. Again. In his second form, it changes to the circle area, as you guys saw. And now in the final form, he gets a new ability. This permanently increases his own damage by 1%, and you can do it 15 times. So you have to do this 15 times with each cell. So you need like 100 kills times, so like 1,500 kills total to max him out 15 times. It is a lot, I'm not gonna lie. Not every mode will be useful for this. I would say only in Infinite. You can reset him, he gets a permanent buff, and then you have to do it again. I'm going to do it again, show you guys. Okay, I got him back. As you can see, he has a 1.0, 1.01 damage and range. And whenever he's in his semi-perfect form, he unlocks BioGel. I'm going to show you guys what that does. It slows enemies down by 60%. It stuns them for 3 seconds on expire. So basically after 10 seconds, they're gonna get stunned for 3 seconds. And when he's in perfect form, when he takes down an enemy with BioGel, he gets a 0.2 range, max capacity is 30%, and his AoE gets bigger, which is kind of crazy. The AoE thing is very good. I'm going to show you guys how it looks when it's maxed out. So just give me a second. I'm going to also max out his Bio Reset and show you his max stats, just for one, with Primordial. Okay, so I made a mistake. I turned this Bio Reset on auto, and you cannot do anything anymore. Because like whenever he gets to the actual final form, like this one, the third thing, he automatically resets each time. So I cannot get in his form, and I cannot disable this in any way. But something I realized is, if you guys take a look, give me a second. Where is it? Oh my bad, let me look here. So it says capacity 15 only for range. His damage keeps going up. It never stops, which is kind of crazy, I feel like, for Infinite. But anyways, I'm going to show off his gel passive in a second. I'm going to sell this one and go for this one to show you guys what it looks like when his AoE is maxed. Okay, so this is the difference. It doesn't look too crazy. Okay, he just went and got some of it, but if you guys saw, the difference is not too big because it's a line AoE, but still there is pretty noticeable difference. You can go back in the video and see. I'm going to explain how you can actually use him in the best way. You can copy from him, but that's kind of dumb because then it will be 50% of 50%. Let me sell this. So he can copy himself and buff himself as well. Give me a second. I'm pretty sure he can. Okay, yeah. See, he's copying this one basically. And he's buffing it as well. But I wouldn't recommend using him like this. So you get one OP unit. You get all 3 of them placed down. You make sure all of them are in the final stage. Because actually, you don't even need the final stage. This stage should be fine enough already, because you can hyper buff your best unit enough already. So to activate this on all of them. And now you take a look at the Gouter. He has 1.6 damage buff, which is kind of crazy. If you ask me, for one unit, you just mega buff it. You're not forced to like do the reset each time, but the fact that it infinitely scales the damage is kind of crazy for Infinite. That's something to keep in mind. Okay, and that's pretty much it. I think that I have to show you guys. I tried to explain the best that I could. The gel, don't forget, whenever you kill an enemy in the last form, it makes his AoE and range bigger. You can reset. If you're doing a normal game, I don't think you should reset even once, like at all. But you should activate the little guy, because he's very helpful with a 1.6 buff. Now, I'm going to say his best build. I'm not sure of it yet. I told you guys I will in a comment once I test this warrior pole, if it works with like his transformation, how much damage he does. Because the thing is, he's a magical, so the warrior pole physical damage passive won't work. But then I don't know if the increased unit damage will work. I think it goes up to 20, maybe it goes up to 10, I might be wrong, but I will see. I'll test it and I'll tell you guys in the comments. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.